Well, good froggy morning and happy Tuesday. It's Apple release day. Good morning, everybody. Like I said, happy Tuesday, and it is iPhone release day. It's also Tug the Basset Hound down the cold sidewalk, and why are you spinning loose? You son of a bitch. Fortunately, I don't know where the other Joby handle went, the rubberized one, so I'm back on the short one. But this works really well too. Just doesn't have the grip I like, but it works. So it's better than doing it without a handle. So, yeah, it's 57 degrees out, foggy, and like I mentioned last night, it's a little on the humidity's low, so it's chilly out here, especially in a tank top and shorts. But it's refreshing, invigorating. All these fancy big words for waking my ass up. And it's kind of on the dark side out here, to be honest with you. Flashlight is really on. Speaking of which, it dawned on me like when I got home, I was like, oh man, it's dark out, yada, yada, yada. I forget, because I haven't filmed too much at nighttime, the low light capabilities of the iPhones. The last few models have been really good in low light. The 14's been exceptionally well. I was actually watching another leak video on the 15s today. This morning, and now they're starting to pull back all the exciting rumors for the different sensor sizes and this and that and the other thing. I'm sitting there going, it might not be worth an upgrade if they're changing everything. Go Princess, well, you can see the moisture in the air. It's not raining. It's just the moisture from the fog. And we're pooping. Okay. I guess that's why she stopped me. Wow, that is really a lot coming through there. Last night I just put myself to bed. I didn't even charge my iPhone, so it's not even fully charged right now. So when we get back from this walk, I gotta plug it back in. I think it was at like 92%, because I plugged in when I started importing from the last couple of clips. Try on these walks to get home and import. It saves me some time at the backside of the day, but last night I was just like, ate my dinner, she reheated some pizza, and we had mac and cheese. And off to bed I went. So woke up 4:33, had to go to the bathroom. I was like, you know what, I better get editing. Good thing I did. So the video is uploading. But of course then once it starts rendering, I start watching some videos and yeah. But it's 6:30 exactly right now. We got out of the house a couple minutes early, because once again I'm going to try to get out of here by like 7:30, get myself to work so I can get all my running done, get all my paperwork done, and tomorrow morning we have the bigwigs coming in for a walk, so it's not much I have to do. I think I have everything ready to go. Just one more final sweep of the floor maybe in the morning, so I might try to get out even a bit earlier tomorrow, maybe get there by 7:30. We'll see how that works out. So it's second day in a row. It's not windy out this morning. I'm not using I don't have the dead cat on the DJI mics. It seemed to be pretty good yesterday. So I might just snap these off at some point. Shumac, I'm not snapping you off, but those ones there, they're no longer over the sidewalk. Okay, problem solved. Come on, baby dog. Priya. She's like, I'm sniffing something here. What you getting? What you getting? Sniffing for rabbits? Yeah, everybody got up this morning, so, well, actually I take that back. Terry and Priya got up this morning. Mateo, he was still sleeping upstairs. Oh, they're both sniffing something. Yep. We should found a place to piddle. Alright, using the Cinema P3 app with 2.h.264. That was the comment I got yesterday. And about trees, not looking great. Of course, I don't know what model phone he's using. Like I said, the last couple times I used this, the stabilization seemed to be a little bit weird. I mean, everything kind of looks clear on the screen. Let's check the doggies. I mean, they look accurate, because I don't normally run off ProRes. So the one thing I noticed with this app too, I believe this delays the audio, so you gotta have to wait a little bit on it. And like I mentioned last night too, the other reason using this without microphones, you get front or back. You don't get stereo recording with this app. It really sucks because it puts it in one ear or the other. It may merge it, I don't know, but it just doesn't sound as good if you're on the wrong side of the camera. And I did not, that first clip, I did not switch over that I was on external mic, so I'm not sure. That's another thing. I think every time you go into it, you got to switch that back on, especially if you close the app. I don't think if you like lock the phone, come back into it. I just should double check that. Yeah, we'll give this thing a little bit of a run here. And I'll just make a comment for him to check tomorrow in this section of the video. But yeah, I mean, the reason I liked it at first was the stabilization was like unbelievable when you set it to Cinematic 2, but then the last time I used it, it was really jittery after an update, and they added like a countdown timer to stop, which kind of screws me up because I hit stop and then I moved the camera and then I got editing to do. So I'm gonna try to edit while I'm recording. So come on, guys, let's get through the grass. Let's get through the grass, kids. Huh? You can do this. Bria's getting playful. What do you think, Mateo? It's like just on a walk, Dad. Wow, that misting is still coming down. Now that the flash is, that's the other thing with these other apps, the flash isn't an automatic. You have to sit there, turn it on or turn it off. Big hassle. For what I'm doing, it's a big hassle. If you're, shooting something and you're behind the camera and you're controlling everything, that's fine. But for shooting on the fly, you want something that's just gonna freaking work. And I still have quite the delay in movement. If you move really slow, you're fine, but if you move really fast, it really stables it off for you in this higher setting. So I'm just kind of trying to film some of the stuff that he mentioned in his comment. I mean, on the screen it looks decent, but I'll see what it looks like when we get it in the editor. Do you want to go down there and pee, buddy? Oh, that grass is slippery and wet. You better do something, Mateo. Alright, we're going to just compare quality between off ProRes, ProRes 30 turned on, so this is the highest quality imagery with the Cinema P3 app. And take a tree here. And I get it, the biggest thing for a lot of this is file size. I mean, in my opinion right now, it has already changed quality. To me, it looks like it's a lot sharper. Let's turn it off and do the same shot. Alright, ProRes turned off on the Cinema P3 app. I mean, on the screen it doesn't look horrible, but it does look a little less sharp. Alright, so I believe I was actually mistaken. I think I was in the version where you can run 60 frames per second on that other one. Still, it looked sharper than... Right now I'm in the actual highest one now. I don't know if this app works with the DJIs or the Insta360 Flow. Can we get going there, princess, please? Pretty please? Pretty please? Why am I dragging you? Pretty please? Get moving. Alright, so that's the first time I've noticed, so it's a 420 HQ ProRes versus a 422 HQ ProRes. So I'm pretty sure, no, I'm at 30 frames per second, even in this one. Because once I go off of it, I think I have to change my frame rate again. It also gives you the option to shoot in letterbox, or ultra wide. This is a pretty neat little app. I don't know about the color science on it. I mean, Mateo looks like Mateo, but the grass is where it seems to be a little bit off. What you doing, Priya? She keeps pulling us around here. You've already done your boom boom. And back to native app. I don't know if I've ever really done a back-to-back comparison with this app. Maybe if I can end up putting this on the new phone and having both of them and do a side-by-side with the native versus this, or even testing the different modes against each other on a side-by-side. That might kind of be an interesting video. Because the reason I ended up getting this was because Filmic was talking about charging a monthly fee. And I was like, no way. I paid $100 for that app. There's no way I'm going to start paying monthly fees on top of that. And I never used Filmic. Filmic was like this huge big deal, and again, it's just too much for what I do. It's, you know, it's more of someone that knows how to, you know, set up exposure for individual standstill shots, not for running around. It just didn't work out for me the way, you know, native camera did. So, okay. Did our testing and get this walk moving, because I think we lost some time and all that. I think we got out a little bit early. Gotta get our distance here. Last night I crushed it with my 12-hour day. I think I ended up like 7.57 miles. You know, I had 6:57 before I left work, and quite a bit before I left work, so that was good. I think I only have a couple more days to get, because I needed 14 days, and today is the 12th. I've got 10 out of 11, so yeah, I missed one day. All right, got the right case on there today. So I was looking at my, that was the original case I got for the iPhone 14 before I actually got the 14. It was the Spigen. I actually feel a bulge. I think I had another one of those cases from the 13 where the entire MagSafe magnet peeled out of it, and I feel a bulge in the back. So I think the magnets are destroying in the case. So I will not be buying another one of those cases. The only reason I like that case is because it was the only one I could find with the Apple logo still cut out, like OtterBox used to do. But honestly, if it doesn't MagSafe, it doesn't matter to, you know, the car rig. So the other big rumors are that Apple is going to discontinue the leather cases, which is what you're in, which is the best MagSafe case I've found, and potentially the silicone. That's going to put a world of hurt on cases. If they're all going to be a hard tempered plastic, that ain't going to be good. Not for me. Those hard cases are too slippery and they don't stay put. I feel like with the leather, it gives it some grip to the MagSafe charger. So I guess we'll have to wait and see if that's reality. How bad will the school zone be today? Yesterday wasn't too bad, and right now we've rolled most of the way through. It's the crossing guard and people trying to get into the school lot that can be a problem. And the crossing guard's not even out here today. Huh, that's interesting. Oh, here he comes, but he's not out here right now. All right, off to work we go. It's a froggy morning. So exciting. Are you waiting for them to back out? Yep, you are. That's fine. So I have to apologize. I did notice some peaking when I played the video back on YouTube this morning. But when I listened to it in my AirPods when I edited, I wasn't noticing that, so I didn't make any adjustments. Still running without dead cats today. Right now, I believe it's under 2 different shirts. And you're getting blurry. Alrighty, time to go home. Well, I wasn't going to film a clip in the car, but considering that the iPhone got announced today, I figured I'd give my first opinions right away. I'm not overly impressed. It's not like they didn't make some changes, don't get me wrong, but I was kind of looking forward to a higher storage capacity, not an iCloud storage capacity, because that's still not going to help the phone at all. If it's not on the phone, it's not in it's not in cloud. At least I don't think. I don't know how that. I should look into that, see how that works out. USB-C, but not Thunderbolt. Transfer speeds are supposed to be faster. Let's hope, because they can't get much slower than Lightning. The zoom lens, it's not a periscope. It's whatever they decided to design, which, you know, Apple's going to do what they're going to do. So I am kind of digging the raw titanium look, though. I think that's the model I'm going to go with. The one thing that really got my nerves is the fact that they're, up to $1,000 rebate. Yep, not through Apple there isn't. It's only $650 for a 1 terabyte iPhone 14 Pro Max. Which I still don't know if that's even going to be, and it's $800 through Verizon. But that's with an iPhone, not with an S23. Which they may not even let you trade in yet. So, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens Friday. I know last year they let me do like a check that I was eligible to, you know, do the Apple financing. And I didn't see it yet, but I literally got on the Apple Store like right after the launch, so they might be doing some things yet to it. I don't know, I'm kind of curious. If anybody has some opinions on it, let me know. I mean, will it be better? Probably. A lot better? 5x zoom should be helpful, especially you know, with the way I vlog and stuff. It's nice. I like to get. Just don't know. There's still. I mean, it's still 2 megapixels more on the zoom lens than the Samsung, which, again, that was another rumor that they were going to put a better sensor in that. Don't really know that that's the case. I'll have to watch some videos and hear some other people's intake, because I mean, a lot of the specs. I'm not a spec person per se. I just use it. What I think looks good, that's what I use. So, you know, I was actually doing some megapixel researching today, and they're like, well, you can get, 12 megapixel with the right sensor can do a lot more than a 48 megapixel with the wrong sensor. And it's confusing how they're saying you have 7 cameras. Because you have the 1, the 2, and the 5, and the 0.5. But then there's, I guess, the main lens. You can get 3 different focal lengths. That'll be interesting. I really thought the weather was going to cool down now. It is 86 degrees out here. So get home, give the dogs a little bit of a chance for the weather to cool off before we go on a lap. Don't think we're going to go out to the park or anything. Who knows? We'll see what Terry wants me to do. She might want to be rid of them for a little while, and I'll take him to the park. Should play with the Insta Flow, try to get an idea of that, see how that's. I should actually do my whole setup with that. Both microphones, the dongle, the charger, and test that out, see how that all plays out for me. If we go to the park, or even if we walk at home, that might be a good way to go. And they finally did release ProRes 60 frames per second, which 12 gigabytes per minute. You're going to need, if you're going to use it for filming, you're virtually going to need nothing on this phone to use it. It's going to have to be blank for anything long. Because hell, I'm getting only like 96 minutes. That's going to cut that down to like, what, 47, something like that, 48 minutes. I had a lot of record time in a day. But you can now hook up an external hard drive to save the footage instead of using your iPhone storage. But That comes with a caveat when you're using microphones, unless I'm recording directly on the microphone and then trying to sync in post. That's frightening. Very frightening. Kind of like this traffic out here. These people are, one's going real fast, one's going real slow. People are trying to get on the highway. Beautiful day though. I'm going to show you that again. It is gorgeous out. Boy, this thing's spinning way easier now than it was yesterday. Oil's gotten hot. That's really pretty looking. Definitely going to be screen grabbing that. Let's move you over a little bit. And I do that one. And center it up. And I don't think that's going to work, but nonetheless. Good evening, everybody. Oh, we got a poop going on. We got a deuce going on, buddy. What you doing? Are you excited? He's like, I don't know why I'd be excited, Dad. Alrighty, so I just rewatched the video on the actual TV, since I've been using the Apple TV and using the Mac separately now. Yeah, I'm still a little on the disappointed side, mostly with the storage. Mostly with the storage. I mean, that's just... You're going to give us ProRes 60 frames per second, and you're not going to give us any more onboard storage. That should have automatically been a 2 terabyte deal right there. I was really hoping for that last year, but this year I wasn't really expecting 60 frames per second because of how much space it takes up. Anyway, so we shall see when it gets here, however I end up managing to get one. Verizon, it doesn't look like that's going to be a big issue because I'll get an $800 trade-in, but I'm stuck with it for 3 years. And it would put it on the S23 line. Oh, wait, time out. I don't know what trade-in I'm going to get for the S23 with Verizon. And Apple won't trade in an S23 yet. So that's kind of interesting. We'll see. We'll see what we do here. I don't know. Come on, guys. I mean, every time we come right here, you guys get all crazy. Priya, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? All right, come on, get out of there. Get out of there. Come on, Mateo, let's go. So I don't know if I mentioned, I think I mentioned this morning, I just snapped those branches off this morning to get them out of my way. So you can get through the sidewalk now. Yeah, still got some shoe mag hanging over. I wasn't breaking that off. Oh, yeah, so we shall see. Looks like for the gamer, though, they're making the phone a little bit more powerful. I don't know if that's going to relay anything for me. But we shall see. Other than that today, not much to write home about. We had a whole slew of people not even show up for their appointments. One person had the decency to call and cancel. No one, everybody else just didn't bother showing up and didn't return our phone calls from yesterday because we always call a day ahead and remind people. Nope, didn't have decency. I don't know. We were turning things around over the last couple of days, and then today sucked. Tomorrow it's going to be hair-raising, because like I said, I have a walk with the upper people. Really, for the vision center, it's, at least the last time, it wasn't that big of a deal, and my boss even said, listen, there's really not much for vision. They just make sure your floors are clean, your racks are clean, if they even do that, and that your mods are set, which... Our mod is wrong because that's what we were given. But we didn't get any freight today. We got no glasses and we got no freight, which means there's only 2 of us all day tomorrow, and we're probably going to get like 4 boxes of glasses and God knows how much freight. Which concerns me, because checking in glasses can take a little while. And I might not even be in the vision center, part of the morning, so it'll be an interesting day. Do you want to maybe walk with us? There, big dog? What about little dog? Little dog's like, I'm doing good, Dad. I'm fine. I got a bug in my eye, though. Well, one of the real reasons I went back and watched the video again, mainly because I was trying to do work while listening to the video, was trying to figure out how they were doing the 7 lenses. So, I guess the 1X gives you a 1, 1.2, and a 1.5. Then you jump out to the 2X. So that's 4, and then you have the 5, which goes back to will go as far back as 2 and is up to It's like 25 times or something. I don't know. I'm really confused with the way Apple posted that whole thing. Maybe someone can shed some light in the comments for me because I'm not understanding it real well. That is for sure. But you're going to have a little more zoom. And it sounds like they did put a bigger sensor in, but I don't know if they really said how big the sensor is. But there is going to be sensor shift now, a 3D sensor shift on the telephoto lens, which was a smart thing to do considering the stabilization on the current one sucks. Now, it wasn't too bad Sunday. I meant to comment, like I forgot about that zoom lens, but it actually held up pretty good for as long as I actually held it and walked. So, okay, dude, you went on that side. Now go on that side. Goofy little dog. Well, Friday morning, I guess I'll be up bright and early. Although it's 5 a.m. I think out their time, so it's not until 8 a.m. here for the pre-orders. And they're not giving you the option to verify that you... In fact, when I got on the computer, it doesn't even give you the financing options with Citizen Pay or going through the carriers. It only gives you the option to put it on your Apple Card or buy it outright. But on the phone app, it gives you the other options. I don't know why, but both of our dogs, this is like their favorite spot. Yeah. Might be a spot they can't reach real easy. I don't know. Yeah, you like it too, don't you? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. The butt scratches. Alright, kiddos. Daddy will try to quit talking about iPhones. That birch tree is having a bad week. He lost some branches the other day. You know, I'm going to be a nice guy and haul them off. I already hauled one branch all the way over there earlier. Now he's breaking more stuff off. Might be time to cut it down. Priya, you're funny. Oh yeah, and iOS 17, I think the full-fledged version came out too. So I installed that. Alright, all cleaned up. That's what I really meant to show, but nonetheless. I was playing with a stick with her and she does not like that very much. She's running around trying to get away from me because I tapped her in the butt with it. How sad is it though that a tenant has to actually pick that stuff up, otherwise they'd just ridden around on it with the mower on Thursday. They wouldn't have picked that up. They just left it. Maintenance would have never come down and got it. So, at least someone took care of it. I mean, the wind blew over the basketball hoop here. And if I don't pick it up, no one else is going to. And they'll just mow around it. They won't touch it. They won't get off the mowers. Guys, I'm in the V. I don't want to be in the V. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Let's get moving here, guys. It's taking a lot of time. Mommy's cooking dinner. Stick you guys up front tonight. This morning I got nailed by a ton of cobwebs. So I just took a picture of this and I'm going to post a screen grab as well. I just want to see which is clearer, 4K video or 48 megapixel photo.